Hello, family. You're welcome to the Diary of a Pastor's Wife, where faith meets real life, a journey of love, a journey of prayer, and also quiet strengths behind the pulpit. My name is Jeanette Sam, and if you just join in, I would be so glad if you can share the link to your family. And you're going to be a huge blessing to any pastor's wife. Please kindly send the link to any pastor's wife that you know, and you're going to be a blessing to them. Yes. So I'm in the studio with a very gorgeous, beautiful woman of God. And she's not just beautiful, she's a well of wisdom. And before I introduce her, I would like us to acknowledge my sponsors. So we have Apostle Felix Enridowu of Abundant Grace Apostolic Church. We have Deacon Emmanuel Owusu. We have Fredco Construction Limited. You can contact them for all your machine rentals and excavators. You can send them a text or call them on 054 961 8001 054 961 8001. We have Bioles Collections. They are into all kinds of clothing for adults and kids. So if you need any beautiful outfits for any occasion, you can contact them or visit their shop at Tema Community 2 opposite Santa Barbara. You can also text them on 055 711 2508. And we have the Pink Perfume Store and more. They are into designer perfumes, undiluted perfume oils, and also body mist. You can send them a text on TikTok or Instagram at pinkperf_1 or call them on 055 454 8212. This is the Diary of a Pastor's Wife. If you just joined in, please don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your screen and you are going to be blessed. So, with me in the studio today is Lady Helena Ashitey. She's the wife of Reverend Michael Ashitey Chata. So she's Chata's wife. Yes, she's from the Full Gospel International Church, Dowenya branch.
Sure.
Yes, please. So, mommy, you are welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Thank you
always
so
looking
much.
beautiful.
Really, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. We are happy to have you here, and thank you so much for accepting to be here.
You are most welcome. I've been part of this family from
yes,
day one.
Yes, please. She has been part of this family for a very long time,
Yeah.
and we are happy to have her back to come and sit with us to pour into us again. Yes. Yeah. So, Mom, please, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay. All right. So, I'm Lady Helena Ashitey. Before I became a pastor's spouse, I was Miss Helena. I was born into a family of two, just myself and my older sister.
Okay.
Born in a fishing community in Tema Newtown.
Yeah.
Raised by a single woman.
Wow.
And so I had to go through the thicks and thins of life.
Wow.
And I believe that God knows you according to his word. He knows you from the day he formed you in your mother's womb. So I think he led us in the paths of righteousness. And today his name is glorified. So basically, Tema Newtown girl.
Tema Newtown girl. It's Tema Newtown. We have nice people. You don't know. Wow. So please, can you tell us a bit about your educational background? That's if you don't mind.
Yeah. Sure. I schooled in Tema. Basic school, I went to Ejiri Preparatory School. I had my JHS in Tema Manyan, TMA 1. And then I had
Tema Manyan.
Yeah, Manyan. Wow. Yeah, I went to Manyan. DC1. At the time it was DC1.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I continued my second cycle at Chemu. Okay. Chemu Secondary School. And then to tertiary in Kumasi. Polytechnic, and then Ghana Baptist University.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Please, do you mind telling us what you studied in school? I mean, university and everything.
Yeah, I did business management.
Okay. Family, I understand.
No wonder.
No wonder. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That's powerful.
I did business management.
That's great. So growing up, what were some of the challenges that you had to go through,
Okay, so being raised by a single
Single mother.
mom
Yeah.
in that kind of environment, I was born at a place in Newtown called Jerusalem.
Mm.
And Jerusalem, not the new Jerusalem at Bankuman,
Bankman.
the very old Jerusalem at Ashamang
Mm.
area. And at that at that part of town was very, very lively.
Mm.
We had a cinema, the Jerusalem
Yes, yes,
house.
yes, I remember.
Yeah, a cinema there. And right at the back of our house was a very active, should I call it a club, a nightclub, a drinking spot, that
Spot, yes,
blue
yes.
coats.
Yes, yes, yes.
So the environment was very toxic.
Mm.
Youth from all over the place. People were coming from broken homes. Junkies were coming around. And so if you are a young girl growing up in that neighborhood and you do not carry yourself well,
Mm.
if you do not live intentionally, you will be easily swayed. You'll be easily pressured into a life that would deter you. All right. I remember instances where I had to take very bold decisions for myself. Growing up, I had to decide, I had to write down certain things. I had to talk to myself. I had to make conscious efforts that no, this is where I want to get to. And regardless of the challenges that surrounds me, I am going to get there. And I thank God for my mother's life. The God factor was there from day one. I saw my mom pray before she did everything. I saw her pray in her lowest moment. I saw her pray in her happiest moment. I saw her cry to God. And so I had that confidence and connection with God very early. So I knew that when it is hard, I had to go to God. When I was happy, to God. Sad, to God. So that God factor also kept me in one safe place. There were turbulence around, but I found safety there. And I held on to that God factor. And today I can proudly say that it's been God.
Wow, we give God all the glory.
Sure.
There was one thing that you just said. You said you were so intentional about the woman that you wanted to become.
Yeah.
So even when you were in the midst of that toxic environment, you still knew what you wanted and you knew who you wanted to become. And that is very, very powerful. But I remember one time I sat under your ministration. I think there was this program that the man of God, Osofo Blessy, hosted, and you actually shared a story about your childhood. I wouldn't say childhood, like you were maybe your teenage,
Yeah.
and you were talking about how you would carry things to go and sell to come and help yourself and even help the family. I'm like, people will see you and be like, this was just Mama Baba. She's Mama Baba. I was so inspired by that story you told us about, and I'll be so glad if you can actually share, because you know there are young ladies who are also watching us. Yeah,
I won't mind. Growing up, it was my mom, my older sister, and a few cousins. My one or two of my uncles died, so my mom had to go and bring their children up to us and then take care of. And despite her condition, she was willing to help. And so the burden of education was laid on us. We were seeing what she was going through to fend for us. And so we had to help her, because there were things she couldn't do easily for us. Okay. And so we had to help her raise us. We had to grow up. When we were still children, we had to think like adults, especially myself. I had to think like an adult to be able to help my mom take care of me. I remember a time where my sister had to hold on to education, because I was brilliant.
Mhm,
I was
mhm.
attending a private
It's
school.
evident, you know.
I was attending a private school,
Okay.
and the fees was a bit, as at
Huge.
that time it
Yeah.
was relatively high.
Oh, yeah.
My sister had to pause school
Wow.
and sell sugarcane. In fact, she sold everything my mom came from the market with,
Wow.
just so that I would go through school,
School.
primary.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how I attended a private school, a preparatory school, and then switched
To a
to
government
a government school
Sure.
to further.
Mm, mm,
It tells you how home was.
mm.
It tells you how home was. And usually my mom would be like, the future is bright,
Mm.
and I won't let you end up the way I have.
International woman.
I don't want you to have your children sell
Mm.
to help you take care of
Mm.
them. So we will suffer, but you will go to school.
Wow.
Do you understand? So this woman ensured that even if it was her last, it has to go into my education. And she made sure she protected me from bad friends, bad influence, and all that. It got to a point we had to just sell. So she would go to the market. Let me show you how the itinerary was like. You know, those times, Tema New Town, it was public toilets all around.
Yeah.
Okay. So at dawn, those in my these days I don't see the newspaper sellers anymore.
It looks like
because social media has taken over. But you know, those times they sell newspaper stands.
Exactly.
So when that day expires, it means that that newspaper has expired.
Yeah.
So my mom will go and buy those expired newspapers because the public toilets in Newtown used those papers.
That's true.
So she would buy those newspapers at dawn. As young as I was, I would wake up around 4:30. By 5, I am carrying the newspapers, distributing to the various public toilets in town. Sometimes when I'm lucky, I would go and do it in the night so that they can use it for the next day. So I will go and do that selling, and by 5:36, I will be done. When I finish distributing the newspapers early around 5:30, you know what the guns call takucha?
Yeah.
Sorry, we the fancies, we call it sorry.
Yeah, that's
chewing
true.
sponge.
Yeah, that's true.
By the time I'm back from distributing the papers, the takucha will be neatly arranged, waiting for me
to go and
sell it.
Wow.
At 5:30, I carry the sponge. Then I start. I sell by 6:30. I'm home. But go to school.
Wow.
After school, instead of me to come and sit, learn, and do my homeworks, no, I would have to go and sell again because I had to go to school, and my other cousins had to go to school as well. And my mom will say, she can't burden my cousins the way she will burden us, because people will not understand.
Exactly.
And so she would rather burden me so that they will be okay. So I will come back from school, carry whatever. When I go to school, she will go to the market, that is Kosiejaso Community 1, and go and get whatever her money can afford. So sometimes she will come home with plantain, cassava, cocoyam, kontumbre, vegetables, whatever. That is what I'm selling for the day. Wow. So after school, I'll pick that one too and go and sell. So finally, I would be free after 6 p.m. That is when I would come and freshen up, do my assignment, eat, and then rest for the next day. The itinerary was the same for 4 years.
Wow. Wow.
There was a little bit of ease when we were able to gather some money, and my mother started work at the cold store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she also switched to the fishing abroad because she was good with fish business. And so at that point, we became a little relieved. Okay, so the selling limited to just once. So I didn't do the dawn selling anymore. I would do after school. Then I thought God had come through and everything was okay. Then right at primary 6, when I was going into JHS, I thought I was going into one of the beautiful preparatory schools around, and something just came along. And Mama went from 10 to 1 again. And those were the times where, like, I'm of age. And I had a few curves too. Yeah. So the guys in the neighborhood will be like at one point or the other, they will be giving you that kind of unnecessary childish pressure. And you see, you've not eaten since morning. And someone is offering you 10 cedis. Like, I can give you 10 cedis every day. That time, watch all 100,000. 100,000 every day. I just want to be in a relationship with you. And because I had a certain still voice in my head will tell you, no, this is not what you want. And with my hungry self will tell you no. And then I'll run to the room and cry. So JHS, everything came back to square one. And we had to start the whole process again. And those times too, the school, we were running shifts. So when you are for the morning shift, by 12, you are done. And then the afternoon will take over. So that was how I was rotating my sales. So after morning shifts, after 12 o'clock, I come, say a pure water, say whatever, meton. So I used to say that a woman told me that I can't take you as my customer because today you bring plantain and tomorrow you bring banana. So you can't be whatever you bring. I'll just buy it because I see your effort. I see your sweat. You understand? So I went through that process because what was at the back of my mind was I am helping myself to become a better woman than my mom. Because she would always encourage you. So that still voice kept ringing in my mind most of the times. And it kept me from making certain silly decisions. Because after JHS, I can tell you for a fact, 80 to 90% of my friends in that neighborhood got pregnant. And a lot of them couldn't make it to SHS. You understand? So I was one of the few. And the pride that came with it, was even fulfilling. And it was worth the while for me. So we've been through it all, but God has been faithful at the end of the day.
God has really been faithful. Please, I hope you are with us. Please don't go anywhere. Stay with us because this is just a tip of an iceberg. We are about to unpack more. You understand? Yes. So if you just join us, please go to YouTube. Yes. Ashitey Ghana. If you want to send in your comments, if you want to ask the woman of God a question, go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our channel, and then you can send us your comments. We're going to read it out loud to you. Yes. So we're going to continue our conversation. So, Mommy, please, who influenced you during those early years? I don't know. Some of us would have, I'm actually looking up to this person. Okay, this person inspires me. I'm looking up to this person to become this person. So in those years, who would you say that you were really
interesting? Unfortunately, I had
none. Wow.
I had none.
Wow.
It was my mom.
Wow.
It was her.
Mm.
She was my inspiration.
Inspiration.
I saw her, I watched her,
Mm.
and her life inspired me. And the kind of advice she gave, that she modeled me, it was like, I don't know, she was intentionally raising me.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
And so I picked a lot of inspiration from
From
her.
her.
And she's a woman who never attended school,
Mm.
just home training and God fearing. And that was what held me, because I wasn't too exposed as a then. It was just home, school, and church. That was my routine.
Okay, so you were a church person.
Yes, I was born into the church environment, and I go, and kudos to my former church. Okay, it was also because I was engaged. I didn't go to church to like spectate. I was involved from Sunday school. I remember my Sunday school days. We were doing drama, recitals, and all of that. So you won't find me at certain places. It was church, home, school. You understand? So I didn't have that kind of exposure to have someone to look up to. But growing up, it was my mom.
Wow. So what is that painful experience that literally shaped your character the most? You know.
That is interesting. I remember I went to sell one day.
Okay.
And there was a certain Awoyo church behind Masek Tech.
Okay.
Yeah, Masek Tech. That initially was a one-hall school.
Yeah.
It was a one-hall school. And right behind that hall, there was this Awoyo church that I could, those times, these days, all those places are saturated with people. But those days, it was very, very far from town. And there was a man behind that place close to the cemetery. It was called Achampong. That was how they named that place after him. He was a solo person living in the bush.
Wow.
And sometimes I would roam the whole street and I won't sell anything. And that place will be my last resort. As young as I was, I would.
That place was really scary at that time.
It was scary.
Wow.
I would go, not knowing a certain man that was sick and had been brought to that Awoyo behind Masetek had observed me. Because sometimes, by the time I get to that Awoyo, I'll be tired, my loads many. So I would I would rest there a while. Understand? So the man had watched me for some time. And knowing how lonely that road was, he would follow me just to protect me.
Wow.
And I didn't know.
Wow.
He would follow me gradually without me knowing till I get to Achampong. And then he would return back to the garden. Today we call it Awoyo Garden. So one day he called me. I thought he was going to buy what I was selling. But he asked me my name, my mom, and what the situation was at home. And I didn't tell him much because those days it was difficult to open up to strangers. So I just gave him my name, my mom, where I come from, and all that. And the man told me that he has been doing this for me for the past 3 months.
Wow.
He was sick and was brought from Ada to that place to receive treatment. And he has been doing this. And now he is living.
Jesus.
He is living. So he's telling me to be careful. Is it possible? What can he do for me so that I would stop selling? So the man brought me home, sat me and my mom down. This is something I'm telling you, I've not really told.
Why? Because
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The man sat myself, my mom down and told my mom this. And my mom cried. My mom said, do you have to go that far? And I told my mom, I have to by all means make a sale. So the woman, I was using my mind because that woman, when I walk there, even when she doesn't need what I was selling that day, she would buy because she knows the journey I had made from my place to her place. So she would just buy some to just help me. So she was my last resort. You understand? So I will go there to make a sale at least. At least they'll know that I'll go to school tomorrow. You understand? So the man said, it's okay. You are left with 1 year to be done with your school. So from henceforth, your school fees, I will take care of it, everything. Just so that when you go and you don't make sale, you just come home for your safety, because I have followed you through the cemetery lane for 3 months. And I feel heavy that I'm going to leave you like that to totally. So when the man left, I said to myself that I will do whatever I can in my capacity with God's help, so that one day I will be in the position to do what the man has done for me. That's great. And so today, when I see someone in a certain situation, I am moved deeply, and you won't understand. I don't have to explain in detail also. So I said to myself that this kind of help you have given me, I would give it to as many as I can before I am off this. So it's helped my mindset. It shaped my mind that no, I will live a certain life. I want to one day beat myself and beat my chest and say certain things boldly. So I will tour this lane, regardless of the challenges. I will walk this lane because I want to be like this man someday. Wow. So that was the experience that shaped my.
Wow, that's powerful. Whoever this man is, we are saying God bless him so much.
And I wish I could just chance on him one day to do to whatever, even if it will take all I have now to put a smile on his face. I'll close my eyes and do it. But I've not seen him again. That also reminds me. Do I have time to share?
Please share everything.
There was a day.
Everything.
This made me believe in the ministry of angels. When I was attending Ajiri, class 6, class 5 and 6, those time was teacher Ajiri's sons. 2 of his sons were manning those class. Yeah, Sir Richard and his other brother. And 3rd term examination, I was sacked from the exams room because I had not paid my fees. And it was 3rd term, so I had to finish paying because, yes, we were going to Form 1. And my favorite subject, and I was just walked out of the class to go and bring the fees. If I'm able to bring the fees within school hours, then I'll be allowed to write the exams. And I was walking home crying to God and asking God that, why do I have to come and struggle to take care of myself like that? And so I was walking home. When I got home, my mom wasn't home. She was at the fishing harbor. So in my uniform, I had to go to fishing harbor. When my mom saw me in my uniform, I saw her sit up. Well, so, hey, afraid the new uniform about that many because everybody around her will see that I've not paid and I've been sacked. So when I went, my mom just called me. She was like, "Kokache with teacher there or chinami this kind." Like obviously, I feel na wakofa and namno. So she was like, "Kokache with teacher there or chinami to namne pe this kind baby fee or china namidama." As young, and I was like, me. I'm a me uncle, and I was creating a scene because I started crying. If it was today, I wouldn't have done that. But I started crying in the market, and my mom was so sad. She had to sack me, said, "Leave here, leave this place." So I just left her front, went a few steps behind, and stood in a place where she could see me. that I'm still there
There.
waiting for her. In my mind, I was
Oh,
waiting for her to sell something to give me so
okay.
that I will go and beg my
Yeah,
teacher with.
sure.
So I was just standing there and crying. I remember telling God that, God, please let someone come and buy fish so that my mom will give me something. I have to write this
Exams.
So I just felt a tap on my shoulder. And I looked back and saw a very fair woman dressed in all black, like the way the Roman sisters dressed, in a hijab and everything covered, and it was just a face show. So in my mind, she was a Roman sister coming to buy fish or something. And she asked me what I was doing at the fishing harbor in my school uniform. And I told her that I've been sacked to come and take my school fees. And my mom right there says she doesn't have. And she held my hand like this. And she said, take me to your school.
Wow.
We picked a taxi on the bridge. And I took the woman to school. And she paid every bill I had.
Wow.
That was how I sat in class learning. So when I sat down, my servant told me, won't you go and thank her? So I just ran out of the class. It was just with 1 minute class because I just got to my seat and I had to rush back. Under normal circumstance, I will find her around the gate or on the compound. I ran from Teacher Jiria to Apantumo Park, Apantumo Ball, and the woman, it was as if she disappeared.
My God. That was good.
That was an angel sent for me. And when I went home and told my mom, all she could do was cry. So I saw God come through for me at certain points, critical points in my life. And I knew that I couldn't just live my life
anyhow.
Yeah.
Wow. Family. I didn't know what to say. God is good, though. God is very, very good. So please, if you are following God, please follow God well. Okay, so I want to read some few comments from our YouTube and then so we are live on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are live on hello. Okay, so I want to read some few comments from our YouTube page. Okay, from Daniel Mensah, fire emoji. Amazing Mensah. Tonight's exclusive is with my own charters, Light Nyawo. Oh, okay. And my beautiful Nyawo is a strong woman. Every lady out there must look up to. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Like I always say, she's not just gorgeous and beautiful. She carries wisdom. Yeah. So, Bishop TV, powerful and anointed woman of God. Nyawo, God bless you. And Emmanuel Aban, we pray for that. We pray for that same grace for our generation. Amen. Amen. Divine destiny helper. I think that has to do with the man that was actually protecting you while you didn't even know. Yeah. And the woman that paid your school fees. Yeah. Wow. Also, Mommy, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. So now I want us to transition into the pastor's wife role. Yeah. Okay. So before we delve into it deeply, I want to ask that by the grace of God, we've had powerful women like you who have been here, who have actually shared their thoughts or their mind about the role of a pastor's wife, like what it is like being a pastor's wife. But I also want to know your mind on that as well. That what is it like being a pastor's wife?
Okay. To me, being a pastor's wife is a ministry. It is a ministry that you are called into. Just as being a pastor is a ministry you are called into, being a pastor's spouse is also a ministry. It is a peculiar ministry. You are also called and anointed to come and function in that office as well. So it is a calling. That is what I would say.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. A pastor's wife is a calling. It is very true. It is very true. I'm not understanding because people will be like, I can't do this work. Oh.
If
But
you can't, you can't.
You can't. Because you can see other people and you're like, how are you doing this thing?
Yeah.
You are doing this thing with so much ease.
Yeah.
Like, it is true. When you are called for it, you can be able to do it.
Sure.
Because as she said, you'll be anointed to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But then this should not give us this thing, because most of us, we are saying, I can't do it, but you know you are called for it. Okay, so how did your life change when you became a pastor's wife?
My life hasn't really changed.
Okay.
It is the glory of God that comes with marriage and that office that has rather overshadowed me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because marriage is not a person. Marriage is a role. You as a person comes in with your personality. That is the totality of you, and you pick up that role. So marriage is a responsibility that is added on to your personality. It is not a personality that you lose your original self to assume. That is where if you get it wrong, you will struggle.
I think I love this. I love this one. So, mommy, please continue.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it is a role. It is a responsibility. You understand?
Yeah.
Marriage is not a person. And so if you think you enter marriage and lose your personality, you lose yourself for marriage, then you can't stay in there. So Sammy Bell is this person. This is her personality. This is what she's made of. This is her strength and her weaknesses. It is her, and you can't change it. She walks into marriage and she picks up that role and finds how she can use her personality to function well in that role. If you lose yourself for marriage, you can't, what will that responsibility rest on? You understand?
Yes,
so it is you walking into marriage, and so you don't lose yourself. That is where most of the people get it wrong. So when you are well worked on, when your character is in check and you walk into marriage, you will not struggle too much because it is a new responsibility. You will then have to adjust to your new role and play it well according to God's plan. But if you as a person, your character is not in check, your personality is not solid, wankasano, you are not whole, and you walk into it and you pick that responsibility up, you can't find your feet. You understand? So it is your person working to pick a role. So that is how it also is being a pastor's spouse. It is your person that is assuming a new role. So when you become a pastor's wife and you become a troublesome pastor's wife, it means that you were a troublesome fellow.
Okay.
You were a fellow that did not have their temper in check, had anger issues, and all that. But if you are a person that had their character in check and you walk into this office and pick up this role, your character will even reflect on the role that you've picked. You understand? And handling it it is challenging sometimes, but if you have a solid personality, you will navigate your way through. Yeah.
That's very powerful. So what is that hardest adjustment that you had to make while stepping into this role?
Okay, as a pastor's wife.
Yes.
Okay, this is a very good question. I'm going to give you a very honest answer.
Okay.
All those that are very close to me, they know that I am very straightforward.
Okay.
Because of the way I grew up,
Okay.
because of the environment I grew up, I had to assume a tough personality. Because it was just me, a young girl without a senior brother or a junior brother. So I had to be my own senior brother, my own junior brother, and defend myself in that kind of environment. So I had to assume a certain toughness. So my mother would say, wait, you understand? I had to be my own, I had to be my own brother. So those around me knows that I am a bit straightforward. I am strict. And there are certain nonsense you can't come and do it around me. You understand? But when I assumed this role, when I entered this office, I sought the mind of God about it. And the requirement is that I had to be accommodating. And so I had to come back and kill that toughness so that I can function here well. Yeah. So I think this has really answered your question. So I had to adjust to a bit more accommodating, to take people's excesses, because people will just come and misbehave, and you are expected to keep a calm face and smile. So this is something that I have learned being a pastor's spouse. Something that I would have mastered in here within 1 minute. But being here, I just have to take my time and tell myself that Helena would have done this. But this, God says, this is how it is supposed to be done. So I have to kill that Helena so that the will of God will be done.
Please, for those of us who have been saying, like you are hearing for the woman of God, right? She says that the will of God over her, what she wants, and that is what we all are supposed to do. Yes. So we're going to go to the next session, but before we go to the next session, I want you to tell me some of the challenges, or share some of the challenges you are facing in this office, and how you are able to overcome some of them, and how you are still praying and managing some of them.
Okay. So first of all, there is one thing for me, and that thing, I use that medium to handle all my issues as far as being a pastor's spouse is concerned, and as far as marriage is concerned, and that is prayer. When I'm happy, I pray. When I'm sad, I pray. When I'm confused, I pray. When I'm anxious, I pray. It is prayer, prayer, prayer. Do you know why I pray most of the times? Because I told you that my original personality, I have a certain composure, very tough, very straightforward. You understand? So when I am confronted with an issue, with a challenge, the actual me will say, respond and put this person in their rightful place. But this person, this God, this office also requires me to do another thing. So all I have to do is that I fall down on my knees. If I have to cry, I cry. If I have to pray, I pray. By the time I am up from there, I am a bit solemn. I'm a bit calm. And so the way my original self would have handled it, the prayer, God would have taken over. And so I would handle it differently, how he would want me to handle it. So I don't confront my issues first. I go to God first, and then I go to the issue. That is my secret. That's because if I come direct, if I come direct, so this is the issue. It hits me. I go here
It's not easy
before I come
Ow.
there. So I go here to calm myself
Myself
down and also hear what God have me do.
Wow.
And then I come to the issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is, the Holy Ghost knows what he's doing,
Yeah.
because this is actually landing us into our next session.
Okay.
Because we are going to talk about wounds and healing as
Okay.
a pastor's wife.
Okay.
And what are some of the wounds that you think that pastors' wives are carrying that we don't see?
About 1,001. It's a lot of them. Most pastors' spouses, I say spouses because they are lady pastors married to guys, and they are also so.
Sure.
So as a pastor's spouse, especially being a pastor's wife, there are a lot of things we cry about in the closet, and we come out smiling. There are issues that bothers people that takes them to the point of depression, just because you are not able to express yourself the way you should. You are not able to talk about things the way you should to even bring you healing. You understand? Society has a certain way they want you to live. Society has a certain way they want you to compose and comport yourself.
Yes.
It's like they have a menu for your life. You understand?
Yeah.
But they forget that usually nobody gives birth to a baby girl and raise the person to be a pastor's wife.
No.
You will be raised like every other lady. And when God wants it, he just switches your lane. So if you are not lucky and you are from the multitude, the pool of other ladies, and you are picked at random to assume this position, it will be as if you are introduced to a new world where you have no idea what goes on there. And most of the times, there are Bible schools that the pastors have to attend, where they are taught the Bible, they are taught ministerial ethics and all that, how to carry yourself as a pastor, how to comport yourself, how to do this. But there is no school for a pastor's spouse. You can't attend any institution to graduate as a good pastor's wife. And so you enter like that. That is why if you are not able to carve your character well and you enter like that, you will struggle with the stretches in it. You understand? So a lot of pastors' wives have this baggages that they came with, which is not their fault anyways. Society, growing up, situations have formed certain things. People are carrying a lot of things they are dealing with. And you've walked into a marriage and you have to put all your challenges aside and take on other people's challenges and fight with it. Yet the same people require you to do more. You understand? And so it becomes tough.
Very, very tough.
Dealing with your personal issues, dealing with congregation, women that are older than you calling you mommy. Bringing their challenges, their situations, their difficulties to you. You understand? And sometimes because you are a pastor's spouse, there are things you can't do. There are things you can't say. Society determines the way you should even carry yourself. To the extent that they even determine, if you are not careful, they determine how you should even look.
Exactly.
And so you can lose yourself if you are not careful. You can lose your bubbly, lively self and switch into a very gloomy person. And these are some of the things that people are going to force into your throat. Bitter pills and they expect you to swallow it smiling. You understand? So being a pastor's wife, it means that you are taking a lot. You are taking a lot of, excuse my language, nonsenses. You are taking a lot of pressure. You are taking a lot of opinions. Obi abetimi akyerɛ n'adwen to you as a pastor's wife. Into also for mama na address today. No also for mama na wola shikrotinya. Also for mama that the water susu. Everybody feels, because of where you are standing, they have the right to tell you what they think, what they feel about how you are even carrying yourself. And so if you don't have a strong will or a strong personality, if you don't have your character and your personality in check, you will lose your original self, you will lose your authenticity, and you will assume the opinions of people. So you will live, but you are not living a fulfilled life. Something in you will yearn for more. Your person in you, that still voice, will keep crying out, longing to find expression. But the outer world has gotten you into a bottle where you can't free yourself. That is why if you want to be, or you are the path you are treading on, you are going in the lane of being a pastor's wife. Please, before you get to that junction, make sure that your personality is in check. You have put all your characters in check. Fine-tune yourself and make sure that you as a person, you are entering wholly, you are whole before you enter. So that nobody will just come and switch your course and have you sway and have you go off guard. You understand? A lot of things comes into play in a person's life. Your career even has an effect on you. And so being a career woman, being an entrepreneur, and a pastor's spouse, you have to find a balance and know how to handle the opinions of people. I'm telling you a truth today. There are certain people, they talk, I listen, and it ends there. It doesn't enter my ears. Exactly. That is how you have to get yourself in check. So you know that I'm Sammy Bell. This is my personality. As far as the will of God is concerned, I'm at peace. There is nothing I'm doing that is contrary to the word of God. And so nothing is coming to change my personality. You understand? Yes. So nobody is coming to tell me that, hey, also for my and then there will last year, and because of that, you would say that no, to please this person, let me not wear it again. Meanwhile, you are a beautician, aside being a pastor's spouse. So your body is your number one menu. You are your number one billboard. You understand? And so all these things come into play. Having your character in check. People's opinions matter, but they do not affect you directly. When people will always talk, and so you screen them. The opinions that comes to you, you screen it. Some people talk from a place of jealousy. Some talk from a place of envy. Some talk from a place of hate. You understand? Yes. And some talk from a place of love. You screen the criticisms. You screen the opinions. And you screen what they are coming to. And you pick what will help you. And you trash the rest. You understand? So pastor spouses are dealing with a lot behind the beautiful smile. Yes. But these few things I have said will help you stay on guard. It means that you also have to be tough. You also have to be strong-willed. Strong-willed. That's right. You have to be strong-willed because just one information will enter your ears and it will distort the rest of your year. Someone will just tell you one thing and you go off guard. Yes. And so you have to be mentally fortified. You know what to take and what not to take. So being a pastor's spouse, what I personally do is that I hear, but I choose those I listen to. If you come to talk to me and I don't mind you, I will appear rude. So I will hear you. But listening to what you are saying, it will be true. Yeah. At the end of the day, I will hear you and thank you and move on. Some of the things I hear, I thank those people and I leave it there with them and I walk out. Some of the things I listen, I thank them and I carry them with me. So you have to know your person and screen everything that comes to you. The information, gossips will come to you plenty. Gossips, information will come to you. But you have to decipher. Pick the grains from the trash and pick the things that will help your person. The ones that will not help you, the ones that you won't need at the moment, let it go. So that you will not overburden yourself with a lot of people walk into your life. Some admires you. Some are coming to spoil something. Some are like the enemy. They are coming to still kill and destroy and go. You would have to be spiritually discerning enough to know the role of each person in your life. And so if you're able to do all these things, it saves you a lot of pressure as a pastor's spouse.
Wow, that's very powerful. And mommy, have you ever been shattered, like emotionally? Have you ever broken down completely?
Oh yes.
How did you handle that?
Oh yes, I break down, but I don't stay down for too long. If I have to cry, I will cry. But after crying, I tell myself that this thing that has made me cry, I'm not going to cry for the same reason again.
Wow.
So if today Sammy Bell told me this and it made me cry, I'll cry and tell myself that Sammy Bell will not cause me to cry again. And so whatever access I gave you to get to the point where you have to cause me that, you will not get that access again. But you will not, you will not get to the place where you will cause me that pain again.
That's very good.
You understand? Yeah. So I go down, but I don't stay there. That is how as I go forward in life, there are people I leave behind all the time. I meet people. There are some I know that you are not going into my next level with me. I know the role of each and every one. Yes, you have to be accommodating. You have to be welcoming, but to know what A, B, C is doing in your life. If you fail to know that, they will come from outside, cause distraction on the inside. There are people, you meet them, be nice to them, but leave them where you picked them. Just so that you can focus on the ministry.
Wow. Yeah. So it means that it is not a bad thing to admit that you need healing as a pastor's wife.
Not at all.
Because most of mommy, the reason why I'm saying this thing is that I believe that I think most pastors' wives are hiding behind the word "I'm strong," but then they are going through a lot. I feel like they need to actually admit it, that this is what I'm going through, and I need time to actually heal so that I can be able to pour into others. So it is not a bad thing to admit it.
It is not bad to admit that this thing is weighing you down. You are not a superhuman. You are flesh and blood. You will not always be smiling. That is not the reality of life. That is not the reality of life. the fact that you became a pastor's wife didn't give you wings. You didn't become an angel. You are still flesh and blood. Things will hit you. When you are hit, admit that you are hit. Admission is the first step to your healing.
That's true.
So if you refuse to admit that this hits me, you will go and the same thing will hit you again. But when you admit where the thing is coming from and you are able to address the issue, next time when you get there, it will not hit you as much.
That's true.
You understand? So we all have our breaking point. There are times where naturally forget about being as a human. There are days you will wake up and you are down.
That's true.
There are family issues, business, marriage. There are things will weigh you down. And so you can't assume a strong self all the time. But this is the assurance we have. The joy of the Lord is always our strength. So when we are overwhelmed by life, by the ministry, by even marriage, when the load is overwhelming, we run to the rock that is higher than us and we pick solace from there. We gather strength from there. Its joy overflows us and it gives us strength and energy to forge on. So if you decide that you are going to be a superwoman, I'm sorry, but you break down. Admit when you have to admit. Pick energy when you have to pick energy and move on. As for the falling there, you will fall. But don't stay there for too long. You fall, you rise, you keep going. You fall, you rise, you keep going.
You fall, you rise, you keep going. That is the journey that we are on. So if you just join in, this is the Diary of a Pastor's Wife, and the conversation is getting deeper and deeper. Yes. So if you're a young man on this page right now, please send a link to any pastor's wife that you know so that they too can be blessed by everything that the Lord is leading us to share here. So we are moving on to the next session. But before we move on to the next session, I want to check on YouTube if we have some comments so that we can read. Okay, so from Evans Ganu, Golden. Okay. And Daniel Mensah, thank you, Shine TV Ghana, for another episode. I think so far this is the only comments that we have. Please, if you have any comments, you have any question for the woman of God, you can send in your question, send in your comments. You're going to read it out loud to her. So we are out of the emotional state right now. Please, the woman of God says that, please, if you are wounded, admit it and make sure that you open up yourself for healing. So Mami, do you think that you should, as a pastor's wife, you should have somebody that you can literally talk to? That this is what I'm going through. So that person can, even aside God, so that person can be also helping you whilst you are healing. Okay.
You need to have a source.
Okay.
Aside God.
Okay.
You need to have someone that is mentoring you, someone you are looking up to. You need to have a mother, and not just anybody, someone that has excelled in the area that you are finding difficult. Someone that you know, are sure that is in connection with God, that God can speak to for you. You understand? So you need a mother. You need a mentor. Do not go and submit to anybody who is not under submission to anyone.
Okay.
And so if you are coming to submit to me and you don't see me submitting to any authority, you don't see me taking instruction from anybody, run for your life. You understand? So you need to have someone, because as a pastor's wife, you can't talk to just anybody. You can't talk to all the people, but you need to have that one person that you can cry on their shoulder. You need that one mother that you can go to and be vulnerable. Vulnerable, mommy, this is it. It is weighing me down. You need someone that can pray for you, hold your hands and pray for you and release some strength and vet you into you. Someone that can refuel your energy spiritually, knowledge-wise, physically, and everything. So as a pastor's wife, you can't stand alone.
Mm.
You are not an island.
Mm.
You need God first.
You are not an
You are not an island. You need God first,
yeah.
and then you need a spiritual
Sure.
covering. You can't go and be a daughter to all the pastors' spouses that you know, all the mothers you know, but just identify that one or two people and submit to them. Take instruction, take leadership principles, take inspiration from them. You don't just pick anybody. Pick someone that is in line with your calling.
Oh, okay.
So not every mommy
is a mom.
Is your mommy.
Okay.
Someone whose calling is in line with yours. So you need to know your calling first.
Okay.
That is how to identify yourself with
the mommy
you should be talking to.
Sure.
Because everyone has their peculiar grace. Everyone is called to offer something. So you have to know what you need first and know where to go and get it from. So you don't see me go around mommy, everyone. Because I know I have one source, and that is where I go to cry, to be vulnerable, receive inspiration, refuel aside God. So admit and be ready to submit.
Be ready to submit. Admit and be ready to submit. Family, we're going to go on a quick break and we are going to be right back. Welcome back. This is the Diary of a Pastor's Wife. I hope you've been enjoying the conversation because I have really, really, really enjoyed every bit of the session. I've not only enjoyed, but I've actually learned a lot. Yes. You cannot, you can't just join this show and not learn anything. So on to the next phase, we're going to talk about business. If you know Pastor's Wife, most of them love business, right? They really love business. But there are times in businesses that there are slow seasons, there are some of the things that you are expecting that you are not getting. Sometimes it is lack of knowledge. Sometimes you don't have enough knowledge on how to be able to market what you are selling, or how to be able to manage your sale, your financial life, to be able to have a stable business. You don't know your target audience and all those stuff. That is why, by the grace of God, we have the woman of God in the house. So she's not just a pastor's wife, she's a businesswoman. And you heard that she started it way back. Way back. And so we are going to be blessed by her. Please, if you have your notebook or pen, write something, because it's going to help your business. I'm not yet a pastor's wife. But yes, I know what I'm saying. I'm not yet a pastor's wife. I'll become a pastor's wife.
Amen.
But
Amen.
yeah, so I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write everything that she's going to share with us, so that I can be able to apply. I'm also into entrepreneurship as well, so that I can be able to apply it to my business. So please, I would like you to do the same too. So, mommy, one of the things that I've also realized is that most pastors' wives are into the business field, because some of the reason is because some of them were doing something, and then the Lord told them that come and help your husband in the ministry, and so because of that, they had to let go of what they were doing, and it looked like their only source is to do business, to sell. Yes. So I would like you to first of all talk about your business, what you do, what you sell.
Okay, so I am an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. I love business with my life. I love business because I went to school and I studied business management.
Wow.
In school, I studied the thing like I was studying it for myself, because I knew that I will not work for someone in the near future. And so I was learning it for myself. After school, I traveled outside Ghana.
Wow.
And I went to work for someone, for a company. And the way I was used, before an Arab man will count their money and give to you, they are convinced beyond every reasonable doubt that they've exhausted you.
Yeah.
You understand? And so from that time when I was coming back to Ghana, I knew that this is the last job I am doing for someone. Whatever I am going to do, I am doing it for myself, and I will employ others as I progress. You understand? So this is just a fraction of us that has this kind of energy. Some of the spouses are professionals. Some had their profession before coming into the ministry. Some came before they had their profession. We have the nurses, the doctors, and lawyers, and all that. Please, you can be a pastor's wife and excel in your profession. The fact that you are a pastor's wife doesn't mean you can't be a lawyer. Doesn't mean you can't be a doctor. Doesn't mean you can't be an excellent or a thriving nurse. This thing we are doing, it comes with excellence. And so you progress in life. That is how your life becomes glorious for others to also yearn to come into this office that we are in. And so the pastor's wife's job is not limited. You can be whatever you want to be, as far as your potentials, your capacity can allow you. I entreat you, excel in whatever field you are. Whether you are an entrepreneur, you have a profession, whatever you are doing as a pastor's wife, put in energy and excel at it. That is how we are going to expand this kingdom. It's about time that pastor's spouse will leave the background and come in front, where when they are doing harvest, you, the pastor's wife, will be the one to so that the rest will come and add to yours. Okay, so we can excel in our businesses. I am into skincare. I sell skincare products. Before I did that, I took a course in skincare. I needed to, and putting my certificate aside, I took a course in skincare because I had to understand the venture I am entering. I had to understand people's skin, how to appreciate that, how to diagnose skin issues, know that this is your skin type. These are the products that will be good for your skin type. How to educate people on their own skin type. Because you see, in this part of the world, people have skins and they don't know whether the kind of skins they have, the type of skins they have. They don't know, not to talk of know what to use and apply. So I thought of it. Let me get this knowledge, add it to the entrepreneurship, and give my customers more than just walking into a cosmetic shop, point something you have no idea about and go and use. You understand? But let me offer a service that goes beyond just supplying and purchasing. So you come and I can examine your skin and tell you, you have a normal skin, you have an oily skin, you have a combination skin, you have a dry skin. So these products, even if you are not buying from me, when you are going to buy, look out for this product. There is no, it is a strategy. There is no one you can give that kind of help to that will bypass you and go
they will come
to the
you.
other. So they know that when I walk into this shop, I am getting more than just a pomade, just a lotion. I am coming with an education as well. So I make sure that I am entering the business, but I have more to give my customers. That is why I am saying that whatever enterprise you are venturing, get more knowledge. Don't just go into business as a pastor's wife because you have to do something. If you go into business with naivety or just because everyone is doing business, people are nowadays interested in the title. I'm the CEO of blah, blah, blah. I'm the money, I'm the owner of blah, blah, blah. If you go in like that and you are faced with some challenges, you will easily back off. But you have to have something to thrive on. So you can thrive, whether you sew, whether you sell, whether you provide service, you can be good at it. And you are a pastor's wife, please, whatever you are doing, add excellence to it. Don't let it be the normal. So if Samibel is a pastor's spouse and she's touching your face, you know that it is coming with glory. At the end of the day, it is not a normal makeup. You understand? So whatever we are doing, let us offer more than just a service, than just a product. Just find something to give your customers. Let them know you are giving them more. I give my customers more than body creams. I add education to it. I give them something that they will know for the rest of their lives. So thrive and have multiple. Be all that you want to be. Don't be a pastor's wife that is always like this in the background.
Like anything goes.
The wind is blowing you wherever it wants. No. Have a plan, have a purpose, and inspire those that are looking up to you. Let them know. Gone are the days where being a pastor's wife was boring and unattractive, and some of us didn't even want to become one. But these days, we are pastor's wives with swag.
Like,
like the fear of God is there. The anointing is there, but the swag is also there. Make the work inspiring and let those that are coming into it come boldly. You understand? So be everything, be more. Don't limit yourself. If you can do more than one, do it. If you can do more than 2, do it. That is how you are going to have to support the ministry and support others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So what is the hardest part of starting your entrepreneurial journey? What is some of the challenges that you faced when you were starting?
Personally, it was my target market.
Okay.
Where I started my business, they had no idea about what I was bringing to the market. Tema Newtown, please forgive me, excuse me, okay. Most of the people there wanted to be fair, regardless.
Okay.
They didn't understand it. They didn't understand that there is a natural way, there is a healthy way to do it. So they would just go and buy any harsh cream in the market, apply, and the next thing, stretch marks all over, discoloration all over, all over. You understand? So I brought in the organic skincare, the natural. It was foreign to them. What is organic? Organic, so that was the challenge I was facing. So I had to do extra education. It means I had to go and pay and learn, acquire knowledge, just to come and put my business in the faces of the people. So I educated them. I schooled them. These are the benefits of using natural and organic skincare. As to these are the consequences of using the over-the-counter products that you have no idea of. You understand? So the challenge was that my people, my target audience, they didn't understand what I was offering them. When I noticed that, no, I had to become a teacher. So I was doing consultation in addition to my selling. So when you come to buy, this is an example. Please, I want to buy. Should I mention the brand?
Yeah, please mention. Hey,
you know, any of the Abidjan bleaching creams. Someone comes with stretch marks all over their body. Yet they want to come and buy an Abidjan bleaching cream.
With the stretch marks.
With the stretch, you have no idea. With the stretch marks. So I would have to sit you down, talk to you about what you are doing to your skin, how you are damaging your skin, and then recommend this to you and let you understand this and how it works. So at the end of the day, I give you that education, then I give you the product. So this person will go and use it. When they see the transformation, they become my customer, and then they begin to recommend
me to others.
You understand? So I did more for them, but at the end of the day, they brought me more than I gave them.
Wow.
So I turned the challenge into an opportunity because I noticed that they didn't know what I was bringing to them. I had to do extra by educating them. When they had the education, now they became my mouthpiece.
Wow.
And then the recommendation started.
Okay, wow. So how do you handle financial struggles, in business? Because
it is not easy.
Yeah.
It is not easy. But you have to be disciplined. I was very disciplined. When I started my business, I had projections. And I projected a 3-year plan for my business. I told myself in my shop, the day we launched it and everything, you were there to support. So God bless you. Everybody left. And at the end of work that day, I told myself that on the third year? By the third year, this business should have another branch in Newtown. And I worked diligently towards that. I didn't buy impulsively. I didn't spend recklessly. I reinvested my profit into my business. Because me to me means and all that. So I had to raise my capital by myself. So for 1 year straight, I didn't take from my business. Whatever I gained, whatever profit I made, I reinvested it. I restocked. And by that, I was able to expand my business. And by that discipline, by the third year, I launched the second shop, which is even bigger than the first one.
So that's in Dowenia or
no, that's in Newtown at 24, where the Kelewele seller fries the Kelewele, directly opposite. That's my second shop.
You should see that shop.
That's my second shop.
Wow. Meanwhile, there's another shop in the market.
Yes, so I tell you.
Wow. I saw that shop. I'm like, hey, you know my shop I didn't know.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's my second shop.
Wow, so, God bless you so much.
Amen.
And it's a great inspiration.
That's my second shop. So it's discipline. Wow. If you can raise your capital by yourself, if you are able to discipline yourself, if you are able to delay your gratification. I was selling, I was making profit. Some people I could afford a lot of things. I could afford a lot of things, but because I had a plan, I delayed those gratifications. Wow. Throughout the year, I didn't buy. Wow. I didn't buy any new thing. Wow. I didn't buy any new wig. But today I can buy whatever wig I want. But I delayed those gratifications. I'll make profits and I'll not take 100 cedis from it. Wow. I'll buy. I will use that profit to add up to my stock, my capital. Because I knew what I wanted. I knew the projection I had made. So I had to discipline myself. I knew that I will discipline myself today, but I will enjoy tomorrow. So these things are latest, but latest things keeps coming. So let me put the money into my business. Let me focus on the business. My business will grow and get to a point where even when I'm taking money from it, it won't affect my capital. Wow. Yeah, so it's discipline.
So before that, can you advise us, on that particular aspect when it comes to discipline as a business woman? With I don't want you to limit it to the pastor's wife. Okay. Yeah.
So a young woman in business. Not all of us will be fortunate to have things on a silver platter. I wasn't fortunate to have things on a silver platter. The little capital I had to start business, I started a business in a very bad location. I was selling fabrics, laces, and sewing accessories at a very lonely location, and it really didn't do well. So I had to close down that business. And it was so unfortunate. I attempted a business. I put a huge amount into it, and I had to fold up. And I am coming to do this thing again. So much uncertainty, but I was focused. I had a plan. And the God factor was also in the equation at every point in time. At a point, I was like, God, I need your leading. God prompted me, do this, but how? I was like, I'm going to go after God anyway. Let him lead the way. If there is a pit, he will fall into it before I get it. But certainly that is not going to happen. So I started. If I tell you how I started my skincare business, it will marvel you. There wasn't money. And the money I had, I paid for a training in Nigeria. How to do this organic and natural skincare. And attended that training. When I came back, I was left with capital to start. It wasn't there. So I gathered small money and bought black soap, few ingredients. When I was done, I was able to produce only 6 containers of black soap. I said, I will take pictures of it, market it, and sell it. Nobody knows that my stock is only 6 in number. They will just see the pictures. They wouldn't know my stock. So I started, and a few family and friends bought the 6 pieces. The money I had, I used it to do By that time, I had 12 pieces.
Mm.
That was how I did it small. So I was selling it only online.
Mm. Mm.
And I saw that it will help. So let me get a space and then move this business in. So from 6 pieces of black soap with discipline, I didn't give up. I didn't give up. And I made sure that I was giving value for money. So that when you come and buy the product, at the end of the day, you won't be disappointed. So you will recommend or you will come again.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was how I was focused. From 6, I moved to 12. By the time I realized I was producing 50, I was producing in hundreds. I had introduced other products and it was doing well. So I had to launch the brand and then we had the new shop. So the new shop I had, it was only Helix products, the organic soaps and creams and that, all that. And people started requesting that naturally skin type, some are allergic to black soap and all that. I had to also think of what to do for those people too. So that's why I'm saying don't limit yourself. Be all that your capacity can afford you. All right. So I acquired more knowledge. I just upgraded and did things more better. And I started also importing, buying some of the foreign products that are healthy, so that if you don't like the organic, at least you can use a healthier brand. So I introduced that, and that was how we went from 6 pieces to 2 shops now. So when you focus, when you give your energy to what you want to achieve, always you focus. What do you focus on? Focus on the mental picture of what you've started. So my motivation wasn't to go and sit in the shop and stare at my few stocks or the 12 pieces of soaps. You understand? My motivation was a picture of the number of shops I want to own. That was the picture I was seeing, the mental picture I was seeing. So those 6 soaps for the beginning was the process. That small shop was the beginning of the process, because me too many, I see multiple shops. So that kept me going. So get a clear picture of the kind of future you want for your business. That is a mental picture that is in your head. And then stay focused on that picture. Let everything you do on a daily take you a step closer to that picture. So all the pieces you will pick along the line is taking you closer to the bigger picture. You understand? So let us say financially disciplined. Atoto bebree no, premature expenses, impulse buying, unnecessary comparison. Sammy Bell is wearing this scarf, it is nice, and I have to get one. When you don't have the budget for it, you know that you can start a business, spend unnecessarily, and by the time you realize you've damaged your capital, you've spoilt your business. You understand? So delay your gratifications. Whatever your tastes are, companies are producing things and upgrading things by the day. So delay it today and make your business stand. Tomorrow you can buy a more expensive one than the one you wanted to buy. So let us learn to live within our means and stay focused so that we can expand. Then we can enjoy.
Okay. So please, can you share some few strategies with us? Some of your strategies that you probably use to market your products, maybe online or how? Yeah.
Yeah. I have shared a lot of strategies already.
Sure.
One of my strategy is that give more than you receive. Giving more means you are giving your customer, let the one coming to buy from you feel like omusisiu at the end of the day. What you say? But in your mind, you are the businesswoman. In your mind,
They
you
have
have
no
made your
idea.
they have no idea. You understand?
Yeah.
So you have to give them value. Give them what they are not getting. In my mind, I will give my customers what they will not get in any of the cosmetic shops in Newtown. And that was the counseling, the advice, and the recommendation. Because you not walk to any random shop and ask them that, Madam, common skin no harm him. Do they have time?
No,
Do they even know your
no,
skin
no,
type?
no.
No. But you will know that when I walk into this shop, the lady can examine my skin and give me something that will work for me, or give me a counseling how to handle my skin. You understand? So I give them that extra unpaid for service. Okay.
Yeah.
And that made them come back. So whatever you are doing, look for what you can add. Look for a value. It can be how you even package your products. It can be how you relate with the people who come to patronize you. It can be how you even say thank you at the end of your service. You understand? So look for something small but special and attach it to your products or your service. That is the clue I can give you. Yeah, and also build good relationships. Don't be too friendly with your business. I'm an Osofomami. That name on me alone warrants people to come and act sorrowful, and they expect me to give. You understand? So if you know that your position is sensitive, yet you have to detach that emotions from your business so that your business can thrive. When I started my shop, I was manning it myself. But I realized that people will come and take advantage of the Osofumami name. Oh, Osofumami, in that can like 20 CDs. She may 10 CDs and a long story. At the end of the day, if you don't give them, hey, no Osofumami, you understand. So let me get someone to come and take care of my business. Let me manage it from behind the person.
That's good.
Let me manage it from behind the person. So that when you come and it's a shop attendant that is there, you can't cry to the person the way you will cry to me. You understand? So I shared my profit with a salesperson so that my business will thrive. My business will go forward. Otherwise, I will sit there and being someone with a lot of sympathy, I will dash things. Relationship, I will just give things out. So come and do what I can't do. I have a sales girl at my first shop. I noticed that the lady is good with selling than me. I quickly employed her. When you are employing someone to work with, employ someone that knows how to do the thing better than you. The way Pat can talk you into buying the thing, I realized that I couldn't. So I said, please, I will employ you, I will pay you. Come and sit here, sell my products for me. So at the end of the day, if I am making 1,000, let's share it 500, so that we can make more than 1,000. You understand? So if you realize that by your position, you can't be in the front desk, you can't be the one manning your business, get someone that can do it better and let the person do it from you and manage the person from behind. You understand? That is how you get your business. But if you know you are can't pay, that you can manage it by yourself too, you can do it and do it well.
Wow. That has actually been a glorious and a wonderful conversation. So, Mommy, what's your last word for us?
It is just to say that you can make it. You can become whatever you want to become. If you set your mind to it and you are disciplined. Discipline is very difficult to be, but if you set your mind to it, you can do it. So don't let anything deter you. Whether you were born from a broken home, whether your mom is poor, your dad is poor, you are an orphan, you don't eat before you sleep. We have been in worse situations, and people have been in bad situations than yours. So don't use your situation as an excuse to misbehave, to be reckless and irresponsible. If you have a future that you want to attain, you will not let these minor things tear you down. So please be focused, be disciplined. You can be all that you want to be. And I will be here applauding you at the end of the day.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mommy. God bless you so much.
You're most welcome.
Okay, so I want to read this last two comments and then we are off. So from Gloria Tachi, God bless you, woman of God.
Amen.
Please, where can we locate you? I think your shop. Where can we locate your shops?
Okay. So my shop is in Temanu Town, 24 Junction, right behind the main station. 24 Junction. There's a famous Kelewele joint at 24. I'm right adjacent the Kelewele seller. Yeah. And the other shop is at the main market, the Deba grounds, opposite the Deba grounds. Yes.
Please, can you put your social media handle?
Yes, I am Helex Skincare on IG, on TikTok, and on Facebook. Helex Skincare. And my telephone number is 0245 08 4004. 0245 08 4004. So I'm just a call away. If you want to see me in person, you call, we meet, and I'll take care of your skin needs.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying glued to your screen. I hope you've been blessed. I would like us to acknowledge my sponsors and then we go off. So we have Apostle Felix Enridowu of Abundance Grace Apostolic Church. Papa, we say thank you so much for holding us down all the time and making sure that we appear on the screens of many people for them to be blessed. And Deacon Emmanuel Owusu, thank you so much, sir. And we have Fredco Construction Limited. We have Bueller's Collections, Pink Perfume Store, and more. Yes. And also, thank you so much, woman of God, Lady Helena Ashitey. And thank you, Reverend Michael Ashitey, for allowing your wife to come and bless us. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Family, thank you so much for staying with us. We're going to meet same time next time. Till we meet again, please do well to enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Stay safe. God bless you. My name is Jeanette Sam. We love you. Bye.